It's time to slam. It's time to get your groove on, help your Pam. It's time to move. It's time to groove. It's time to let the beat help you soothe on Big Old's Top 20 show, baby.
Welcome to a brand new edition of Big Old's Top 20 Countdown Season 7. This is the what? This is our season finale. Wow, we made it, y'all, to another end of another season. And we got our guest, the awesome CJ Moore. And we got awesome extra songs. And right now we're counting down the top 20 summer songs, according to who? Me. Let's get into the number 20 song. The number 20 song is by Chad and Jeremy. This song is called A Summer Song. Let's get into it. A Summer Song by Chad and Jeremy on Big Old's Top 20 Countdown.
Trees swaying in the summer breeze, showing off their silver leaves as we walked by. Soft kisses on a summer's day, laughing all our cares away, just you and I. Sweet, sleepy warmth of summer nights, gazing at the distant lights in the starry sky. They say that all good things must end someday. Autumn leaves must fall. But don't you know that it hurts me so to say goodbye to you? Wish you didn't have to go. No, 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 no. And when the rain beats against my window pane, I'll think of summer days again and dream of you. They say that all good things must end someday. Autumn leaves must fall. But don't you know that it hurts me so to say goodbye to you? Wish you didn't have to go. No, 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 no. And when the rain beats against my window pane, I'll think of summer days again and dream of you. And dream of you.
Summer loving had me a blast.
Summer loving happened so fast.
I met a girl crazy for me.
Met a boy cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away to other summer nights.
Tell me more, like does he have a car?
summer nights. Tell me more, but you don't gotta brag. Tell me more, if it sounds like a drag.
She got friendly, down in the sand. He was sweet, just under 10.
She was good, you know what I mean.
Summer heat, boy, you know me. Run on the summer nights. Tell me more, I'm stuck in his head.
Tell me more, would you give me a ring?
It turned cold, that's where it ends.
So I told her we'd still be friends.
Then we made our true love vow.
Wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams ripped at seams, but those summer
Yeah, you guys, that was the number 19 song, Olivia Newton-John, Summer Nights. We're talking to our guest, CJ Moore. What's going on with you, bro?
Hey, it's another day. How are you? Thanks for having me on Big O's podcast.
No problem, bro, man. You made it to the last show of the season. How you feeling, man?
I'm doing well. It started to warm up out here, so it's getting easier to get out more.
Yeah, you seem so reserved, so calm.
Thank you. You gotta be. You can't be too, you can't be too hung up on stuff. Gotta let go of stuff.
For real. So you're a comedian, right?
Yeah, I just got into comedy. I would say I'm less than a year right now. I would say about 8 or 9 months by now.
Wow.
I got into hosting at one point, and I did that for about maybe 3 months. And then after that, I ended up losing my job hosting, and now I'm just back to being an open micer.
How is that?
It's cool. It's good. I'm a big believer that, everything happens for a reason. So I thought to myself the other day, I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't think I could be doing open mics if this was 10 years ago.
Wow.
So obviously, you got to go and get some sort of life experience, and sooner or later you're going to come out of that comfort bubble. And now I'm ready to do it. Plus, I feel like I've accomplished enough at this point in my life to be able to go, and I'm trying to go. My big message is that I want to go and show people that it's good to get outside of your bubble and break the comfort zones. It's definitely necessary. You gotta seek out adversity and whatnot, and challenges.
What has changed about you that you said took you 10 years to get into this? What changed?
Well, I was very selfish. I was a knucklehead, very one-track minded on my own program for most of the time. And it's interesting you bring this up, which is a great question, by the way.
Thank you.
So I went and did a Marine Corps, which is obviously a big teamwork environment. And then after I got done with that, I made the walk of shame back home to Ohio. And, I kicked the rocks around a little bit there to go and figure out what I wanted to do with myself. And luckily, one of my buddies that I networked with said that they needed a roommate out here. And I was like, man, how do you go from California back to Ohio? Come on, why not? So I figured I'd take another crack out here. And, from there, I was able to do what everybody does once they leave home. You got to figure out what works best for you. You find your own place and make the best of what you got to go and figure out what is for you.
That's awesome. Wow. So you said now that you start doing the stand-up comedy. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I figured that was a little bit. So then I tried so many jobs, like I was talking about before, finding your place. So I experimented and tried so many jobs, and you find out what does and doesn't work for you. And then I ended up getting into security at some point,
Okay.
which has just worked out better than I would have ever thought.
Okay.
And yeah, it's good. I can't complain. I mean, I met you through security. You meet
Yeah.
all kind of great people, and it depends on where you work. But
Yeah.
like I said, even within that field of employment, you got to find your place in it.
That's right. That's right. We're going to talk more to our guest, CJ Moore, but let's get back in this countdown. The number 18 song comes from Bryan Adams. This song is called Summer of 69. Let's get into it. Summer of 69 on Big Old Top 20 Summer Countdown.
I got my first real six string, bought it at the 5 and dime, played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of 69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit and Jody got married. I should've known we'd never get far. Oh, when I look back now, this summer seemed to last forever.
so high and oh. You want a little bit of and a little bit of. Take a little bit of, just a little bit of, just a little bit of, just a little bit of. I was like, good gracious, ass bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show patience. I'm waiting for the right time to shoot my steam. You know, waiting for the right time to flash them keys. And I'm leaving, please believe in. Me and the rest of my heathens. Checking out a lock at the top of the Four Seasons. Penthouse, rooftop, birds I'm feeding. No deceiving, nothing up my sleeving. No teasing, I need you to get up on the dance floor. Get that man what he asking for. Cause I feel like busting loose and I feel like touching you. And can't nobody stop the juice. So baby tell me what's the use. I said it's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take my clothes off.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take my
Let it hang
clothes
on.
off.
Why you at the bar if you ain't popping the bottles? Come on, what good is all the fame if you ain't fooling the models? I see you driving sports cars, ain't hitting a throttle, and I be damn, I do 100 top down and gobble. Get off the freeway, exit 106 and parked it. Ashtray, good day, time to spark it. Gucci collar for dollar, got out and walked it. I speak in, cause baby I can't talk it. Whoa, sweating, it's hot up in this joint. Vocab, tank top on at this point. You with a winner, so baby you can't lose. I got secrets, can't leave Cancun. So take it off like you're home alone. You know, dancing in front of the mirror while you're on the phone. Checking your reflection and telling your best friend, like, girl, I think my butt getting big. Oh, it's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take my clothes off.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take my
Let it hang
clothes off.
all out. Mix a little bit of with a little bit of let it just fall out. Give a little bit of with a little bit of let it hang all out. With a little bit of and a sprinkle of it. Let it just fall out. I like it when you girl, baby, make it. Oh, stop pacing, time wasting. I got a friend with a pole in the basement.
What?
I'm just kidding like Jason.
Oh.
Unless you gon' do it. Extra, extra, spread the news. Jack and Nelly took a trip from the Luda to Neptune. Came back with something thinking it fit in his Sassoon. Say she like to think about cutting the restroom. Oh, it's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take my clothes off.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take my
Let it hang
clothes off.
all out. It's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take my clothes off.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot.
Bring it,
I wanna take my
let it hang
clothes
all
off.
out. Mix a little bit of with a little bit of let it just fall out. Give a little bit of with a little bit of let it hang all out. With a little bit of and a sprinkle of it. Let it just fall out. I like it when you girl, baby, make it. Oh.
Yeah, you guys, that was number 17 song, Nelly, with Hot in Here. And we're talking to our guest, CJ Moore. Describe your style of comedy. Describe your style of comedy.
So, I go off the beaten path. I'm trying to be myself. I want to bring something original and authentic to the table. As I said, I'm still at the beginning of this whole trade, skill, craft. So I'm still finding myself. Obviously, I myself find that I don't have a problem making the mistakes, but I learn from them too. What I'm trying to do is I thought about writing a book at one point, and I wanted to title it the Side B Chronicles. Mm-hmm. And I noticed, I'm 35 now, so a lot of people my age, I like to refer to as following the checklist. You finish high school, you get a job, you get married, you have kids, you get a house, ABC, XYZ. And I've talked to a lot of people over the years that have followed that path, and they're not content with it. There's a lot of people that aren't happy following the checklist. And, my life isn't always that great, but I do find that I have found more joy in my life and I think better experiences by not following the checklist, which is why I refer to it as side B, as in a tape cassette. There's two sides to every
story.
I forget where I'm going with the two
Every
sides.
story, yeah.
Two sides to every story, yeah. And and on that note too, the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Been there, done that.
A lot of people, they tell me, hey, I wish I could be you, blah, blah, blah. I live vicariously through you. If I was to die and come back, I would want to be you. And I'm like, it's okay. It's not, I guess it would be a break from their typical norm.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we all need. We just need to embrace, we need to admit that to ourselves, that we need to break from the typical norm and find out just to experiment again.
That's true. That's true. You said, you're spilling some real truth out here, man.
I'm trying, man. Like I said, I'm trying to bring something original and authentic to the table.
That's awesome, man.
Maybe someday I'll be able to, finesse some jokes and whatnot and make some kind of story out of it or something. But,
go ahead.
But yeah, I get that a lot from my peers. Hey, look, you don't really got to go and always come bring something original to the table, some truth. I'm like, what? But then it makes me wonder, like, it's just so much easier to remember bits when it's real.
Yeah.
But go ahead, before I interrupt you.
No. You just keep on talking. That's it.
Yeah. I think I think one of the biggest things I talked to one of the peers came up to me after the open mic the other day, and I had touched a little bit on going into Iraq, and which I did in 2009, and he was interested in it, and I think that's just one of the things. I had completely written it off. Like, I wear this every day. This is my life for the last 35 years. So, I think when you're in that situation, you're going to take things for granted and write things off and disregard a lot of things that somebody else may find value in. And obviously, he's a young kid, so hopefully he doesn't sit here and have that idea of enlisting in his head. I met a few of those kids.
Oh, wow. And so if you had the choice, would you go back?
Oh, man. It would depend. If I knew how it was going to play out, probably, because then I could make it better the second time around. But if I didn't know how it was going to go, I'd probably say no.
Wow.
It's tough, man. It's
really
tough.
It's tough.
But you know what? That adversity that we overcome is what eventually makes us who we are.
That's true. That is so true. Yo, you guys are going to talk more to our guest, CJ Moore. But let's get back to the countdown. The number 16 comes from the Isley Brothers. This song was called Summer Breeze. Let's get into it. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmines in my mind. I had to sing a little bit. You looked at me like, boy, don't you sing. But I'm like, I had to do it. But let's get into it. The Isley Brothers, Summer Breeze on Big O's Top 20 Countdown.
Summer breeze all in my mind. Summer breeze all in my all in my mind. No, it's all in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Makes me feel fine, blowing in my mind, all in my mind. See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. A little light shining through the window lets me know everything's alright. Oh, summer, you make me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Oh, summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Sweet days of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing a tune. When I come home from a hard day's work and you're waiting there, not a care in the world. See the smile waiting in the kitchen, food cooking on a plate for two. Feel the arms reaching out to hold me in the evening when the day is through. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
Yeah, you guys, that was the number 15 song, Don Henley with The Boys of Summer. It's time to get into the first section song of the week. The first song of the week, this song came out on my birthday, was like 3 weeks ago. Almost 3 weeks ago. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, tomorrow will be 3 weeks. Yeah, it features my cousin, Nitro G's. This song is called Feels So Good to Be Alive. Let's get into it. Feels So Good to Be Alive by me, featuring Nitro G's on Big O's Top 20 Countdown, baby. I stole that from Soul Train. Remix so good to be alive. Feels so good to thrive. Got my life, my health, my strength, and I'm going to make. Oh, it feels so good to be alive. Oh yeah. Y'all, I feel so good to be alive. I'm still doing what I gotta do. I'm living my dreams, y'all. I'm doing what I really wanna do in my life, man. God's on my side, God's on the throne. So I'm doing everything that's right, y'all. I'm doing it tight, y'all. I'm living the way I'm really supposed to live, y'all. You know? I'm flying high above, y'all. I got my life, I got my radio, I got everything I want in my life, y'all. I'm doing everything that I ever want to do, y'all. It feels so good to be alive, y'all. It feels so awesome to be alive, y'all. I want y'all to feel it to me, yeah. Feels so good to be alive. Feels so good to thrive. Got my life, my health, and strength, and I'm going to make. Oh yes, it feels so good to be alive. Yeah, cause
it feels good like a warm sunny day on the west side. I had to let the spirit live cause the flesh dies. Humble beginnings, looking back was the best time. Every decision that was made, don't regret mine. Cause it made me and God cause he saved me. Changed me in the world, it's so crazy. Lately, certain things it don't faze me. And keep my mind on the business that pays me. A mirage, seeing money and cars, this matrix, a facade, know that wealth is ours. Yeah, prophesize like Revelations 2 and 9. I've been running marathons, staying on my grind. Set the vibe, edify, had to testify. Now we blessed and thrive, couldn't pick a better time. God got me, I was trying to go the fast route, but it still get that money till I cash out.
Feels so good to be alive. Feels so good to thrive. Got my life, my health, and strength, and I'm going to make. Oh yes, it feels so good to be alive. Oh yeah. I want y'all, if it feels good to be alive, I want y'all to wave your hands with me. I want y'all to dance with me, y'all. I want y'all to groove to the instrumental. Left and right, y'all. Don't you feel real tight, y'all? Yeah, feels so good to be alive. I said bob the head. Bob the head. I said bob the head. Go and tell somebody that it feels so good, y'all. Hey! This beat feels good too, I like this. Hey, I'm gonna say it like this. Yeah. Feels so good to be alive. Feels so good to thrive. Got my life, my health, and strength, and I'm going to make. Oh yes, it feels so good to be alive. Feels, yeah, we had to do the remix for you. 2023, baby. Thank you, Cuzzo. Yeah. Feels so good to be alive, y'all. God bless. Yeah, you guys, that was my song. Feels so good to be alive. We're talking to our guest, CJ Moore. CJ. Is that what does CJ stand for?
CJ is Christopher James.
Oh, okay.
You know, sometimes people ask me this, and I like to go and play with their heads a little bit. So I'll tell them Charles Jerome, and they'll be like, "Wait, are you sure you're white?" And I'm like, "Yeah, wait, what's going on? What?" Just go and push their buttons, keep them on their toes. But yeah, Christopher James. You know, I think it's one of those whole identity things. When I was a kid growing up, people would call me Chris and Christopher and whatnot. Obviously, your parents are going to call you by your whole name. They gave you that name.
Of course.
So, and then after I grew up and, like I said, I made some changes and whatnot, I was like, man, you know, I need something new. They just call it CJ. And but you know, at the end of the day, it's a name's a name. You know, you want to call me whatever.
Yep.
I'll probably respond to it. If it's gonna get things done and get us out of here and get us all home faster,
All right now.
you know, a name's a name. Let's get it done.
That's right. That's right. Where do you see your comedy career going?
Man, oh man, long term, I would love to go and do some theaters. Maybe go over to Australia or Europe. I don't know, man. I wouldn't, you know, I don't really want to do a Madison Square Garden.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, you know, everybody wants to be a regular at the Comedy Store. That'd be
Yeah.
great too, but it's not really. I don't really. There's so many other places now to
Yeah.
go and see out there. I just want to go and, you know, I'll tell you this. What was the question? What do I want to do in my career?
Yeah, where do you see yourself with
You
your
know,
comedy career?
I
Where do you
think
wanna take it?
for sure, what I want to do is if I'm able to go up on a stage, if I could do like an hour, you know, okay, here. I wanted to outdo Ralphie May on USO tours.
Hold on for one. So then, let's continue.
Okay, so yeah, what do I want to do in my career? I would like to top Ralphie May on his USO tour. I think he went and did 17, I think. And, you know, honestly, I really didn't have a problem with the Middle East. My problem with it was that I was trying to run a relationship by phone out of there.
Yeah.
It was just dumb. You know, stupid mistakes you do when you're young. You think you can, but, you know, it puts a lot of stress on both sides.
Yeah.
Unnecessary in that environment. And I'd like to do that. And, you know, I think the biggest thing would be if I could have somebody, you know, after the show, whenever you have, you know, fans or whoever, patrons, when they come and talk to you like, hey, thank you. When you said this and this, it did wonders. I just want to show people that you're not alone in your experience. Somebody else has been through it. You know, unless you're the first person to go and create a reusable rocket ship, whatever you've been through, somebody else has been through.
Yeah.
There's no need to sit here and, you know, think that you're the sole person that has been in your experience, in your shoes. 'Cause we've all been through the same thing that somebody else has been through.
You're right. I almost yelled out.
No, it's fine.
I almost yelled out. I'm like, shut up. But we're gonna talk more. You know, I want you to come up with something, a live comedy corner, just real quick. Some of your best jokes. We're gonna come back with
man, it's
that.
tough.
We're gonna come back with that. Let's get back in this countdown. The number 14 song comes from Kool and the Gang. This song is called Summer Madness. Let's get into it. Summer Madness by Kool and the Gang on Big Old Top 20 Countdown.
got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you can turn or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, life's for living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy, da-da-da, dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da, right on, da-da-da-da-da. All right. When the winter's here, yeah, it's party time. Bring a bottle, wagon back, 'cause it'll soon be summertime. And we'll sing again, we go driving, or maybe we'll settle down. If she's rich, if she's nice, bring your friends and we'll all go into town. In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you can turn or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, life's for living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy.
Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know that baby, you're the best. I got my red dress on tonight, dancing in the dark in the pale moonlight. Done my hair up real big, beauty queen style. High heels off, I'm feeling alive. Oh my God, I feel it in the air, telephone wires above, all sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm fire, I feel it everywhere. Nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know that baby, you're the best. I got that summertime sadness. Summertime sadness. Got that summertime sadness. Oh, I'm feeling electric tonight. Cruising down the coast, going about 99. Got my bad baby by my heavenly side. I know if I go, I'll die happy tonight. Oh my God, I feel it in the air. Telephone wires above, are sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm on fire. I feel it everywhere. Nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know, baby, you're the best. I got that summertime, summertime sadness. Summertime, summertime sadness. Got that summertime, summertime sadness. Oh, oh, oh. Think I'll miss you forever. Like the stars miss the sun in the morning sky. Wait is better than never. Even if you're gone, I'm gonna try. I got that summertime, summertime sadness. Summertime, summertime sadness. Got that summertime, summertime sadness. Oh, oh, oh. Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know, baby, you're the best. I got that summertime, summertime sadness. Summertime, summertime sadness. Got that summertime, summertime sadness. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, you guys, we did 3 in a row. We did Kool and the Gang, Summer Madness. Number 13 was Magoo Terry with In the Summertime. And number 12 was Lana Del Rey with Summer Sadness. But now it's time to get into the comedy corner. It's time for you guys. It's your time, brother.
Oh yeah, we're on the dot. We're on the dot. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
So I recently had a new roommate, and it's tough, man. It's tough. He came to me one day. He said, "Hey, I'm tired of living at my parents. I want to go and move in. I need to move out." Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, you know what? Olu just moved out. You know, you can have his room. The landlord said it's cool. So he went and took care of all the financials and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I thought it was gonna be cool. And as you know, I think one of the life lessons that we all know is not to go and have your friends as roommates.
That's true. That's
And
true.
yeah, it's just, I don't get it, man. He's got, he leaves the trash inside, doesn't take it out every day. He leaves messes on the stove. He parks horizontally as if he's somehow deficient in some kind of thinking manners. It's very disappointing, and at times I think of finessing him just to call his mom and be like, "Hey, look, what's going on? I need you to take this kid back because you raised him wrong. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
This is horrible. This kid's a representation of you. Is this what you did or what? Come on." You know, he's such a lack of initiative on his part too. So we got a screen door, right? And it squeaks. And he tells me, he's like, "Hey, CJ, the screen door squeaks and blah blah blah." I'm like, "Hey, look, you gotta figure it out, dude." And we got WD-40 under the sink, but he hasn't taken the initiative to even like figure anything out.
Oh my God.
It's horrible. It's embarrassing, but I could just tell him, but like I said before, I mean, if you don't figure out the adversity and the problems and puzzles, how are you gonna go and get through life on your own? But oh man, as you can see, this is what about 9 months is. This is tough. But you know what? It's tough. But I'm gonna get through it.
You're doing pretty good.
I think I really didn't expect this.
You really didn't expect it? I should have told you to write some jokes down before you come.
Hey, it's too late. We're already here. We'll make it happen.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, bro. It's all right.
Yeah?
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. I'm very disappointed in parenting. I mean, like I said, I was driving to work the other day, and these two young men insisted on walking in the street. And this, like I said, we've all had the experience. I was probably that young man at some point too. Mm-hmm. But the sidewalk was empty, and he made eye contact with me as I brought my truck to a slow creep. Mm-hmm. It's like, come on, what's going on? So, I think patience has been very elusive in my personal life. I've never been able to have it, so I end up speeding off into the oncoming lane. And like I said, we've all been there. At some point, I'm sure he'll be having brain aneurysms in traffic soon too. Why is this guy walking in the street? I think that's what I got for now.
It's all right. That's good. That was the comedy live comedy corner.
Was that
it's
the
not
light?
Easy.
Was that the light?
Yeah, that was the light.
Yeah,
but you know what? It's not easy. I know it's not easy being a comic being not prepared because you gotta be prepared. You gotta write your jokes down. I know.
Shame on me.
No, it's not you. I should have said something.
Cool.
I should have said something. Bring your jokes. Bring your jokes. Bring your posts. Bring your folks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't bring no folks.
But that's it, man. I mean, a lot of people, they lose their minds under that pressure.
Yeah.
But, there's always going to be pressure, so you got to get comfortable. Being uncomfortable.
What's one thing that you haven't done? I ask everybody this. What's one thing that you haven't done that you would really love to do as far as comedy, as far as your career, as far as anything is concerned?
Comedy?
As far as anything is concerned.
Oh, anything? Man, I want to go scuba diving.
Oh, for real?
This is my big plan, and maybe this obviously I've always had this idea, so I could probably call it a bit too, but I'd love to be able to go and finesse some woman and talk her into being like, hey, look, we're gonna go have this date and blah blah blah, meet me at Venice Beach or something, or meet me at the beach. So then be like, hey, look, I got a pot of water on here with the lemons and butter and all that boiling on the sand, and then by that time that she gets there, I'll be coming out of the water with a net full of the spiny lobsters or whatever kind of lobster, and I'll be like, oh yeah, we're about to have a lobster dinner. And you know how women, they always go and exaggerate, and they always got to tell somebody. There's always gossip. Mm-hmm. So come Monday morning, she's going to tell Bernice and be like, oh my God, CJ took me out for a dinner at the beach. You're never going to believe this, Bernice. He went and brought me lobsters on the beach. It was unbelievable, blah, blah, blah. Something like that. That's one of my dreams. I recently went skydiving for the second time.
Okay.
Went to, what is it, something city. I called you the other day, Nevada, something with C words.
Las Vegas?
Culver City or something.
Culver City, yeah.
Whatever that is out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had a nice outdoor range out there, and I went out there.
Okay.
I took my buddy out there because he works for. We went to Iraq together.
Okay.
And he's one of the guys who's got a wife and kids and all that.
Okay.
And then he got a job with the feds. So then he's very prim and proper. So when I took him out to the range, I was able to obviously indulge in the privileges of Nevada.
Yeah.
And it took him by surprise. And he's like, you can't do this. What are that? I'm like, look, we're in Nevada. We're not in California. You got to live it up while we're here. So it was a shock to him, but it was very nice to see that I'm still able to go and shock him at this time.
That's awesome.
But he enjoys gambling, and he ended up pulling a second mortgage because he made a few bets and whatnot, and his wife wasn't too happy when we got back. But she'll be fine.
Yeah.
They've been together this long; they'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You guys are gonna talk more to our guest, CJ Moore, but let's get back in this countdown. The number 11 song comes from Martha and the Vandellas. This song is called Love is Like a Heat Wave. Let's get into it. Love is Like a Heat Wave by Martha and the Vandellas on Big Ooh! Eagles Top 20 Countdown.
Whenever I'm with him, something inside starts to burning, and I feel with desire. Could it be a devil in me, or is this the way love's supposed to be? It's like a heat wave burning in my heart. I can't keep from healing. It's tearing me apart. Whenever he calls my name, soft, low, sweet and plain, right then, I feel that burning flame. Has a high blood pressure got a hold on me, or is this the way love's supposed to be? It's like a heat wave burning in my heart. I can't keep from crying. It's tearing me apart. Sometimes I stare in space, tears all over my face. I can't explain it, don't understand it. I ain't never felt like this before. Now that funny feeling has me amazed. Don't know what to do. My hands in her hands is like a heat wave burning in my heart. I can't keep from crying. It's tearing me apart. Yeah, 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 yeah. Girl, girl. Well, yeah, yeah. And girl, feel it pass up his chest. Right here, it sounds like true romance, like a heat wave. Yeah, yeah, burn, yeah, yeah. Oh, burning, yeah, don't you know it's like a heat wave? Burning, 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 right here in my heart. Burning, yeah, yeah, burn, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, burning, I feel it burning, burning, burning right here, burning in my heart. Burning, 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 burning. Burning, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know that I feel it burning, burning, right here in my heart? Burning, yeah, yeah, yeah. Burning, fire, burning, yeah. Don't you know it's like a heat wave burning, 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 heat wave burning, 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 yeah, yeah, burning,
Baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on. You do something to me that I can't explain. Hold me closer and I feel no pain. Every beat of my heart, we got something going on. Tender love is blind. It requires a dedication.
Yeah, you guys, that was a number 10 song. Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton with Islands in the Stream. That's one of my favorites on this countdown. Now it's time to get into the extra song, the second extra song of the week, which comes from a good friend of the show. It's actually one of my favorites by him. This song is called Rise Above It by Bo Ryan. Let's get into it. Rise Above It by Bo Ryan, the second extra song of the week on Big Old Top 20 Countdown.
It's that new batch.
We must pay homage to him.
Rolling through the city on the grind like every day. Who you tryna play? Baby, it can't be me. I'ma show you exactly what I mean. Cause I'm living free range like a godsend. Rolling through the city on the grind like every day. Who you tryna play? Baby, it can't be me. I'ma show you exactly what I mean. Cause I'm living free range like a godsend. I might just push out to San Pedro for the fishery. I didn't hit her cause my whereabouts a mystery. What's your perspective? My perspective been on victory. We talk about it when in person based on history. I'm only speaking truth and matter. Bad bitch, but I still skip the chitter chatter. I hit my boys in Adder. The money counter said we getting big, that's just a fact, bruh. Now what to do with it? I can tell she wants to move past the move with it. That's not cool, is it? That's why I take my time, tell them what it is. Skip the gimmicks with a bitch. I'm here for one time and
We must pay homage
cool
to
with 4
him.
times a month and rolling through the city on the grind like every day. Who you tryna play? Baby, it can't be me. I'ma show you exactly what I mean. Cause I'm living free range like a godsend. Rolling through the city on the grind like every day. Who you tryna play? Baby, it can't be me. I'ma show you exactly what I mean. Cause I'm living free range like a godsend. On Santa Monica, blasted sugar free. Feel liberated from the border, they apply on me. I'm driving like Solo D. Well, I got my angel and my hater who respond for me. Stop at the B&B. I told my older chick from Texas set up shop for me. She only 33. But when it comes to having daddies, I'm the one she see. Don't start something you can't hang now. They wanna come around and all hang out. Cause I'm froze, laughing off the coast. They wanna be exposed, typing on the phone. Nah, bitch, that's just a thought of mine. I hear a shudder, then I draw the line. I bring the iron 9. My driver getting kinda crazy, this is not a lie. Baby looking crazy, won't you coincide? If you feel like you got something for me, won't you let it ride? Yeah, yeah. Kinda heavy with it all.
We must pay homage to
Kinda heavy with
him.
it all. Rolling through the city on the grind like every day. Who you tryna play? Baby, it can't be me. I'ma show you exactly what I mean. Cause I'm living free range like a godsend. Rolling through the city on the grind like every day. Who you tryna play? Baby, it can't be me. I'ma show you exactly what I mean. Cause I'm living free range like a godsend.
Yeah, you guys, that was Rise Above It by Brian. We're talking to our guest, CJ Moore. Man, you've done a lot, you've seen a lot, but you also said you're security. You said you like that?
Yeah, you know, it kind of grew on me, and I'll tell you right now. Again, this is probably another bit. I like to refer to my life right now as Publishers Clearinghouse.
Okay.
In some manner, it's just too good to believe.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I mean, ironically, where we are right now, just for reference, I used to be bumming it for about 3 years and 7 months in a black Ford Ranger, and I would work down in Downey, down the road from here, and I didn't want to drive back because where I stayed at usually was down in Lake Forest, California.
Yeah.
So it's I didn't want, and I had a storage unit, so to go and keep my stuff in there. As I said, I work as an armed guard for security, so
Yeah.
I didn't want to run back and forth to Irvine to go and drop my weapon. I didn't want to get busted and whatnot. I think it's a great way for me too, because I stayed sober that whole time.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you know what, let's go and who wants to get busted and end up like really living on the street? So there's
No
no
one.
sense in taking that gamble. So I really didn't do anything with alcohol or any substances.
Yeah.
So I would sleep down here during the day because I would work at night in Downey. I would sleep down at 4th Street in that parking garage behind the 5-Star Bar.
Yeah.
And, it's $7 a day parking. You can't beat that. And
No,
then you
you
got
can't.
access to all these museums, so I was able to go and get out and go do something.
Yeah.
You go down and get something to eat at Grand Central Market.
Yeah.
There's a variety down there.
Yeah.
And, you make the most of what you can in that situation until you can get out of that situation. My life right now. So security, yeah, man. It's crazy. I'm working for this guy, and I call it the castle because I'm the only one in there.
Oh, okay.
When I first got there, we were under the impression there was a ghost there.
What?
Yeah, and I've never really believed it in ghosts or any of that supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
Until I had, been at this place of employment. Like when I kind of thought there was something there, but I really wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And then one day, my coworker told me one day, he's like, "Hey, dude, there's a ghost in here."
Are you
I was
serious?
like, what? And we ended up going into this one room at one point. I had long hair at this time. I think maybe you remember if I had short hair when I met you.
remember you. Yeah,
long
you
hair.
were short hair.
Okay,
You
yeah,
had short
and I
hair.
had long hair. And when I went in there, when you're a kid and you touch that glass ball with the electric in it,
Yeah.
and your hair stands up,
Yeah.
that's what happened when I walk in this room.
Are you
I
serious?
was like, what is going on here? But he ended up paying like a shaman to come up in there. And again, I didn't believe in that until I seen it. And now there's no more ghosts. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. I can't fathom it at times that at one point I was frying in the bed of my truck in that parking garage during summertime, and now, it's crazy. I work 7 nights a week. I really wouldn't even call it work. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
I think, like I said, I want to go and bring something authentic and original to the table, and I do feel like when I was homeless, I stigmatized myself. And I really didn't tell anybody because I was ashamed of it, but it happens it happens to a lot of people. It's not like we plan on it happening.
Yeah.
And for me to go and be where I'm at now and not share my experience, I think that'd be horrible.
Yeah.
It's a testament that I need to go and provide to people and tell them, hey, look, I made it out and you can too. But it's up to you. I mean, no one's gonna get you out of it but you.
That's true.
And it's so much more meaningful knowing that. I had assistance. Like, I would go out for a drink from time to time with my buddy and be like, hey, look, you want to sleep at my house?
Yeah.
You sleep on the floor. Hey, you know what? That's better than sleeping outside in the cold.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But you guys are going to talk more to our guest, CJ Moore. I almost said CJ Green. But let's get back in this countdown. The number 9 song comes from Beyonce. The song is called Break My Soul. Let's get into it. Break My Soul on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown.
You won't break my soul. 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 I'm telling everybody, everybody, everybody.
strain, release the stress, release the love, forget the rest.
I'ma let down my hair, cause I lost my mind. B is back and I'm sleeping real good at night. The queen's in the front and the dom's in the back. Ain't taking no flicks, but the whole click snap. There's a whole lot of people in the house, trying to smoke with the yak in your mouth. And we back outside. You said you outside, but you ain't that outside. Worldwide hoodie with the mask outside, in case you forgot how we act outside. Motivation. I done found me a new foundation, yeah. Taking my new salvation. And I'ma build my own foundation, yeah. Oh, baby, you won't break my soul. 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 And I'm telling everybody, yeah. You don't see it, you won't see it, that we all know. Can't break my soul. If you don't think it, you won't be it, that love ain't yours. Can't break my soul. Trying to fake it never makes it, that we all know. Can't break my soul. Can have the stress and I'll take less, I'll justify love. We go round in circles, searching for love. We go up and down, lost and found, searching for love. Looking for something that lives inside me. For something that lives inside me. You won't break my soul. 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 Telling everybody, telling everybody, everybody. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. No, no. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. And I'm telling everybody, everybody, taking my own salvation, and I'm building my own foundation, yeah. Got motivation. I done found me a new foundation, yeah. I'm taking my new salvation, and I'ma build my own foundation, yeah.
Take off the slow, spin it back to the bubble to make it go. Release the wiggle, release the wiggle, release the wiggle, release your anger, release your mind, release your job, release the time, release the strain, release the stress, release the love, forget the rest.
Well, East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmers' daughters really make you feel alright. And the Northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. The West Coast has the sunshine and the girls all get so tan. I dig a French bikini on Hawaiian Island girls by a palm tree in the sand. I've been all around this great big world and I've seen all kind of girls. Yeah, but I couldn't wait to get back in the States, back to the cutest girls in the world. I wish they all could be California. That summer feeling, that summer feeling, that summer feeling. When there's things to do, not because you gotta. When you run for love, not because you oughta. When you trust your friends with no reason nada. The joy I've named shall not be tamed, and that summer feeling is gonna haunt you one day in your life. When the cool of the pond makes you drop down on it, when the smell of the lawn makes you flop down on it, when the teenage car gets the cop down on it, that time is here for one more year, and that summer feeling is gonna haunt you one day in your life. Summer feeling, summer feeling. If you've forgotten what I'm naming, you're gonna long to reclaim it one day, because that summer feeling is gonna haunt you one day in your life. And if you wait until you're older, a sad resentment will smolder one day, and then that summer feeling's gonna haunt you, and that summer feeling's gonna taunt you, and then that summer feeling is gonna hurt you one day in your life. Summer feeling, summer feeling. When even fourth grade starts looking good, which you hated, and first grade's looking good too, overrated, and you boys long for some little girl that you dated. Do you long for her or for the way you were? That summer feeling is gonna haunt you one day in your summer feeling, summer feeling, summer feeling. When the Oldsmobile has got the top down on it, when the catamaran has got the drop down on it, when the flat of the land has got the crop down on it. Some things were good before and some things never were, but that summer feeling is gonna haunt you one day in your life. Summer feeling, summer feeling. Well, when your friends are in town and they've got time for you, when you and them are hanging around and they don't ignore you, when you say what you will and they still adore you, is that not appealing? It's that summer feeling. That summer feeling is gonna haunt you one day in your life. Summer feeling, summer feeling. It's gonna haunt you. Summer feeling. It's gonna taunt you. Summer feeling. You're gonna want this feeling inside one more time. Summer feeling. It's gonna haunt you. Summer feeling. it's gonna taunt you. You're gonna want this feeling inside one more time, one more thing. When you're hanging around the park with the water fountain, and there's a little girl with the dirty ankles, cause she's on the switch and all the dust is kicking up, and you remember the ankle locket and the way she flirted with you for all this time. How come? Well, that summer feeling is gonna haunt you one day in your life. You'll throw away everything for it. You'll throw away everything for it. One more thing. Well, when the playground that just was all dirt comes haunting, and that little girl who called you a flirt, memory comes taunting. You pick these things apart, they're not that appealing. You put them together and you'll get this certain feeling. That summer feeling is gonna haunt you one day in your life. Summer feeling, summer feeling, summer feeling. It's gonna haunt you. Summer feeling. It's gonna taunt you. You're gonna want this feeling inside one more time.
Yeah, you guys, we did a 3 in a row for you. We did number 9 was Beyonce, Break My Soul. Number 8 was the Beach Boys with California Girls. And number 7 was Jonathan Richman with The Summer Feeling, That Summer Feeling. It's time to get to the Independent Song of the Week. Independent Song of the Week comes from Anthony Gray. I played it a couple of weeks ago. Oh, it's one of my favorites. The song is called Sapiosexual. Let's get into it. Sapiosexual. And I just found out what sapiosexual means. It's somebody who is attracted to somebody who's intelligent. I was like, oh! I was like, okay. So this was through his song, he helped me learn a new word. So let's get into it. Sapiosexual by Anthony Gray on Big Old's Top 20 Countdown.
I cannot explain it. Yeah. This feeling you give my mind. Come close, don't be scary. Yeah. Our minds are intertwined. Ooh, no. Baby, I'm a dog, all bite, no bark. I'm a sapio, baby, didn't tell you my fault. Tongue of your brain, licking all of your thoughts. We ain't really gotta finish, we can stay at the start. I'm a team player, let me play my part. Say you got a blunt, go ahead and spark. Don't need your pussy tryna talk to your heart. Conversation on point, you the target, I'm the dog. Not tryna Netflix and chill, I'm tryna network and build it. Know that you feel it, you ain't gotta fight. I'ma make you come in your mouth tonight. Fuck that text, don't touch that phone. Put that shit on airplane mode. I'ma give you this pole and take your soul. You can bite me or scratch me, don't let go. If I make sweet love to your mind tonight, to your mind tonight. Oh,
I wanna explore what's on your mind tonight. All I want is peace, will you be mine tonight? Roll me up some weed, girl, let's get high tonight. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride tonight. Promise I won't judge, girl, you don't need a disguise. Look me deep into my eyes, let our minds intertwine. Girl, I want what you want. Girl, I'm not done, pussy wetter than a pond. You can take a breather as I go in deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Keep buying and sucking my fingers. Both of our bodies higher than sativa. Didn't expect for you to be a screamer. Didn't expect for you to be a freaky girl, freaky girl. Give you the time of your life, so I wanna know, do you mind?
Do you mind if I make sweet love to your mind tonight, and to your mind tonight? Oh, lift it up, pick it up, stick it up. Lift it up, pick it up, stick it up. Lift it up, pick it up, stick it up. Lift it up, pick it up, stick it up.
Lift it up, lick it up, stick it up. Lift it up, lick it up, stick it up. Lift it up, lick it up, stick it up. Lift it up, lick it up, stick it up.
All I ever do is provide a vibe for you. Okay. Niggas know the vibe. I go dummy in the booth. Okay. Sick of all these lies. The limit is the sky. Okay. All I really know, there'll be no more nice guys. I'm sick of that shit. 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 Just wanna say, I'm not offended at all, but y'all can suck on my dick and my balls. Critiquing my music, but you cannot do it to me, man. That shit kinda stupid. See, I've been alone for a long time. Eyes on the prize, don't need grind. Can't stop now, go the whole line. When I'm all alone, I do cry. I was in prayer for an hour. Funny how pain turn to power. Man, do I miss my father. Being a father without my father make me wanna holler. Abba, father, step in. I can't lose myself again. Trying to figure out what you're suffering. A nigga can't lose, nigga got to win. But all I ever do is provide a vibe for you. Okay. Niggas know the vibe. I go dummy in the booth. Okay. Sick of all these lies. The limit is the sky. Okay. All I really know, there'll be no more nice guys. I'm sick of that shit. 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 Sick of that shit, 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 sick of that shit. You need cancel mental help. You deep diving, Michael Phelps. Depression gets so fucking real. Make you wanna isolate yourself. COVID fucking up your mind. Got your faith all on the shelf. When it's so lost, I don't know what to do. Word in my heart, so I'm sticking to the truth. See, all of my jobs they are very scary. I ain't evil, how good I am necessary. I am focused on health, vegetable and berries. Oh yeah. 9 to 5, nigga, fuck that shit. I'm full of flesh with the music tip. I got too much fucking life, nigga, I cannot exist. When your smoke can't get you high no more, where do you run? Where do you run? When your drink can't get you drunk no more, where do you run? Where do you run?
Yeah, y'all, that was the Independent Song of the Week. Anthony Gray with Sapiosexual. Let's get into, we're talking to our guest, CJ Moore.
Hey, how's my volume? You need me to speak up?
Yeah, speak up a little bit.
Okay. Put some bass.
You're doing a lot. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so look, and this is just for real. So in the next 5 years, continuing to experiment and figure out, life is only as boring as you let it be.
Yeah.
You got to get out there and try new things and whatnot. Honestly, I'd like to go in. By 40, I've set the bar. I want to be able to have a house. Go and try some steroids for like a year.
Uh-oh.
I want to look like Josh Brolin in Deadpool 2.
Uh-oh.
That'd be pretty good. What else? You know what? Nice. This is what is it? What kind of house would I want? I'm not big on neighbors. Everything in LA is cramped. I always got to hear what's going on next door. I'm not a fan of that. And you know what? On the subject, I really don't understand why people want all this beachfront housing. Like, Olu is right next door.
Yeah.
It don't matter. I still got to eat. Come on. What's going on? Maybe something in, like, Pennsylvania or somewhere, Minnesota. That was nice when I went through there. I'd like to have a nice gravel driveway with some grass. I want to go and ride a riding lawnmower.
Okay.
Maybe some snow from time to time, not a lot. Like I said, I'd like to really get into deep sea scuba diving and whatnot. Go down there. There's a whole world down there. Let's go see that too.
Okay.
And just to continue to motivate and enlighten people, get them out of their usual routines and comfort zones, and get them to go and try to get them to enjoy their lives more than what they do usually.
Okay.
If I can make a few people laugh along the way too, that'd be good too.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You guys, we're going to talk more to our guest, CJ Moore. But next, we're gonna get in your personal business next.
Go on. Okay.
But we gotta get back in this countdown. The number 6 song comes from The Loving Spoonful. This song was called "Summer in the City." Let's get into it. The Loving Spoonful, "Summer in the City" on Big Old Top 20 Countdown.
Hot town, summer in the city. Back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Bend down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk harder than a match here. But at night it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city. Cool town, meeting in the city, dressed so fine and looking so pretty. Cool cat, looking for a kitty, gonna look in every corner of the city. Till I'm wheezing like a bus stop, running up the stairs, gonna meet you on the rooftop. But at night it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city. Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk harder than a match head. But now it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, summer, in the city.
Ay.
Fonsi, Chihuahua.
Oh, oh no, oh no. Oh, hey. Sí, sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote. Tengo que bailar contigo hoy.
Chihuahua. Vi que tu mirada ya estaba llamándome. Muéstrame el camino que yo voy.
Oh, tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso.
Oh yeah, ya me está gustando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. Esto hay que tomarlo sin ningún apuro.
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firma las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito.
Sube, 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 sube.
Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos.
Favorito, favorito, baby.
Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Si te pido un beso, ven dámelo. Yo sé que estás pensándolo. Llevo tiempo intentándolo. Mami, estoy dando y dándolo. Sabe que tu corazón conmigo te hace bam bam. Sabe que esa beba está buscando de mi bam bam. Me pruebas de mi boca para ver cómo te sabe. Quiero ver cuánto amor a ti te cabe. Yo no tengo prisa, yo me quiero dar el viaje. Empezamos lento, después salvaje. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas con esa destreza, veo que eres malicia con delicadeza.
empieza pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Y es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza. Oye,
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firma las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito. Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Favorito, baby. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Despacito, vamos a hacerlo en una playa en Puerto Rico, hasta que las olas griten ay bendito, para que mi sello se quede contigo. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Enseñas a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Favorito, pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Despacito.
Yeah, y'all, that we did. Number 5 was Luis Fonsi with Despacio, one of my favorites. And this time we get to the old school jam of the week. This old school jam of the week is dedicated to every single body who has been supporting this countdown. And since this is the last show, I decided to say, you know what? I'm playing this song by Boyz II Men. This song is called Thank You. Let's get into it. Thank you, because I truly thank you on Big Old Top 20 Countdown.
I was young and didn't have nowhere to run. I needed to wake up and see what's in front of me. Now, there has to be a better way. Say it again, a better way to show I'm grateful. So I thought of this song to show my appreciation for loving me so long. You don't know how much you mean to me. 'Cause even though times got rough, you never turned away. You were right there. And I thank you. When I felt I had enough, you never turned away. You were right there. And I thank you. All through my life, I knew that you'd be my world. Knowing everywhere I go, things you taught me, they
Yeah, you guys, that was the old school gem of the week. Boys to Men with Thank You. And now it's time to get into your personal life. All right, now, what's going on, brother? What's going on with your love life, man? I ask all my guests this.
Oh man,
What's going on? Kids, wife?
You know, when I did meet you, I had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
It was I don't know what you would call the male word for it, and all I can think of to sum it up would probably be promiscuity.
Okay.
But yeah, now is like I said earlier, it's 7 nights a week at work. It's pretty
Wow.
dull and boring.
Wow.
Okay, I'd love to sit here and tell you I had something amazing going on, but you know I could complain, but why? It's
Yeah.
nice, you know. I get to live on my own accord. I really don't have any interruptions, and as you can hear from my recent sigh, it's just such a relief to be able to
Yeah.
not have any drama in my life.
I understand.
Is great. But you know what? To each their own, and you know, there's a whole world out there. By all means,
Yeah.
for all the listeners, you got to go out there and enjoy yourselves. But
real.
yeah, I mean, you know, this is the thing I'd love to tell, because I don't know how many people are on there,
Okay.
how many are listening. But there's some great life advice you might want to listen to.
Okay.
You know, when you make a puzzle, right? You put a puzzle together, and you can tell when you get the right pieces together because it all works out. But when you try to finesse it and put the pieces that don't fit together, then the puzzle isn't complete. It's not whole. It's not together. And you know, that's what I see a lot of people that go and try to go and force things, and it's not good. It doesn't work out for any of us. You just got to let it go.
I was just about to ask you what's your
Yeah.
advice for people, and you just giving it.
Yeah, don't force it. If it, you know, you got to learn to go and value yourself, because there is always someone for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna find the right piece that works for you, and if you don't, then by all means, you know where the door's at. Just go for it. Don't sit
Yep.
there and put yourself through it, because it's not worth it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I guess, you know what? Let's get back in this countdown. You said a mouthful right there. The number 4 song comes from Rihanna. This song is called Umbrella. Let's get into it. Umbrella by Rihanna on Big Old's Top 20 Countdown.
Yeah. Rihanna. Good girl going bad. Take 3. Action. Ho. No clouds in my stones. Let it rain. I hydroplane in the bank. Coming down like a Dow Jones. When the clouds come, we gone. We Rockefellers. We fly higher than weather. And cheap vibes are better. You know me. In anticipation for precipitation. Stack chips with a rainy day. Jay. Rain Man is back. With Little Miss Sunshine. Rihanna, where you at?
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you still be my star. Baby, 'cause in the dark, you can't see shiny cars. And that's when you need me there. With you, I'll always share. Because when the sunshine, we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath, I'ma stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. stand under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. You can run into my arms. It's okay, don't be alarmed. Come into me. There's no distance in between us. So gonna let the rain pour. I'll be all you need and when the sunshine, we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath, I'ma stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. It's raining, raining. Ooh, baby, it's raining, raining. Baby, come into me. Come into me. It's raining, raining. Ooh, baby, it's raining, raining. You can always come into me. Come into me. It's pouring rain. It's pouring rain. Come into me. Come into me.
Queen bee, want no smoke with me. Been turn this motherfucker up 800 degrees. Whole team eat chefs cause she's a treat. Ooh, she's so bougie, bougie, bon appetit.
I'm a savage, attitude nasty. Talk big shit, but my bank account match it. Hood, but I'm classy. Rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, now they gagging. Bougie. He say the way that thing move, it's a movie. I told that boy we gotta keep it lowly, me the room key. I done bled the block and now it's hot, bitch, I'm Tunchi. I'm mood and I'm moody. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening?
Hips tick tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that B stand for bands. If you wanna see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low then swing. Texas up in this thing, put you up on this game. I be parking my frame, gang, 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 gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Please don't give me hype. Write my name in ice. Can't argue with these lazy bitches, I just raise my price. I'm a boss, I'm a leader. I pull up in my two-seater, and my mama was a savage. Nigga got this shit from Tina, I'm a savage. Yeah.
Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Like Beyonce, like me. He want a bitch like the stallion with the knees. He be like, damn, how that thing moving in the jeans. Ay, even D4L couldn't do it like me, like me.
Ooh, I got this body ready just for you. Girl, I hope you don't catch me messing around with you. Talking to myself in the mirror like, bitch, you my boo.
I'm the shit, ooh. I need a mop to clean the floors, too much drip, ooh. I keep a knot, I keep a watch, I keep a whip, ooh. Let's play a game, Simon says I'm still that bitch, ayy. I'm still that bitch, yeah. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid. What's happening? What's happening?
I heard they asking for the queen and bought some cameras in here. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage, no comparison here. I'ma flip my hair and look back while I twerk in the mirror. All this money in a room, think some scammers in here.
I'm coming straight up out that third. Whip the whip like I stirred it. Wood grain, we swerving, keeping his mind all on these curves. Coop fly like a bird, cold on him like birds. Always keep my word, no I don't do crosswords. Sell you in and ride him like them hot girls, them hits. I hop that shit the way I hopped out and slid. I pop my shit, now watch me pop up again. I mop the floor, now watch me sweep up these M's.
I'm savage, classic, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid. What's happening? What's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage, classic, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid. What's happening? What's happening?
I'm a savage. It's the stallion and the bee. H-Town going down.
Greetings, loved ones. Let's take a journey.
I know a place where the grass is really greener. Warm, wet and wild. There must be something in the water. Sipping gin and juice, laying underneath the palm trees. And the birds break their necks, trying to creep a little sneak peek.
What?
You could travel the world, but nothing comes close to the Golden Coast. Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love. California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top, sun-kissed skin so hot, will melt your popsicle. California girls were undeniable. Fine, fresh, fierce, we got it on lock. West Coast represent, now put your hands up. Sex on the beach, we don't mind standing on stilettos. We freak in my Jeep, Snoop Doggy Dogg on the stereo. You could travel the world, but nothing comes close to the Golden Coast. Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love. California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top, sun-kissed skin so hot, will melt your popsicle. California girls were undeniable. Fine, fresh, fierce, we got it on lock. West Coast represent, now put your hands up.
Tone, tan, fit and ready. Turn it up, cause it's getting heavy. Wild, wild, West Coast. These are the girls I love the most. I mean the ones, I mean like she's the one. Kiss her, touch her, squeeze her bones. The girl's afraid she drive a Jeep and live on the beach. I'm okay, I won't play, I love the bay, just like I love LA, Venice Beach, and Palm Springs. Summertime is everything, homeboys banging out, all that ass hanging out. Bikinis, bikinis, martinis, no weenies, just the king and the queenie. Katie, my lady, look at here, baby, I'm all up on you, cause you representing California.
Girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top, sun-kissed skin so hot, will melt your popsicle. California girls were undeniable. Fine, fresh, fierce, we got it on lock. West Coast represent, now put your hands up.
The number 3 song was Megan. We did a 3 in a row for you. We did number 4 was Rihanna with Umbrella. Number 3 was Megan Thee Stallion with Savage Remix, and number 2 was California Girls by Katy Perry featuring Snoop Dogg. Now it's time to get into the number 1 song. The number 1 song. Can you guess it? Can you guess it?
I'm trying not to cheat. Let's make number 1 be. You know what? How about Presidential by Youngbloods?
I wish that was, but that's not a summer song.
Okay.
The number 1 song actually comes from DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Summertime. Let's get into it. The number 1 song, DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince with Summertime on Big Old Top 20 Summer Songs Countdown.
Drums, please.
Here it is, a groove slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from the norm. Just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dance that has gotten to be a little bit out of control. It's cool to dance, but what about a groove that soothes and moves romance? Give me a soft, subtle mix, and if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. And think of the summers of the past. Adjust the bass and let the Alpine blast. Pop in my CD and let me run around and put your car on cruise and lay back, cause it's summertime. Out and it's sort of a buzz, but back then I didn't really know what it was. But now I see what happened is the way that people respond to summer madness. The weather is hot and girls are dressing less and checking out the fellas to tell them who's best. Riding around in your Jeep or your Benzos, or in your Nissan sitting on Lorenzo's. Back in Philly we be out in the park. A place called the Plateau is where everybody go. Guys out hunting and girls doing likewise. Honking at the honey in front of you with the light eyes. She turn around and see what you beeping at. It's like the summer's a natural aphrodisiac. And with a pen and pad I compose this rhyme to hip you and to get you equipped for the summertime. Yet, hustle to the mall to get me a short set. Yeah, I got on sneaks, but I need a new pair, cause basketball courts in the summer got girls there. The temperature's about 88. Hop in the water plug, just for old time's sake. Break to your crib, change your clothes once more, cause you're invited to a barbecue to starting at 4. Sitting with your friends as y'all reminisce about the days growing up and the first person you kiss. And as I think back, makes me wonder how the smell from a grill can spark up nostalgia. All the kids playing out front, little boys messing around with the girls playing double dutch. While the DJ spinning a tune as the old folks dance at your family reunion. Then 6 o'clock rolls around. You just finished wiping your car down. It's time to cruise, so you go to the summertime hangout. It looks like a car show. Everybody come looking real fine, fresh from the barbershop and fly from the beauty salon. Every moment frontin' and maxin', chillin' in the car, they spend all day waxin'. Leaning to the side, but you can't speed through 2 miles an hour, so everybody sees you. There's an air of love and of happiness, and this is the Fresh Prince's new definition of summer madness.
You guys, that was the #1 song. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince with Summertime. CJ, how can people reach you?
Oh man, it's a tough one. You know, I get a lot of people to tell me I should make a social media, but I'm not a believer of social media.
Oh, you're not?
Nah. You know, if you want to come to a show or something and come see me, by all means, I'll be there. But I wouldn't hold your breath. Like I said, I try to do comedy. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I do comedy, but I try. Usually, I'm down Wednesday nights down at I run around the OC open mic ring. OC. God, give me a second right here. I'll tell you.
He's always inviting me, but I'm always busy.
It's
oh, okay.
Yeah, the Orange County stand-up mic scene. It's usually orangecountystandup.com. I'm usually running around those circles on there.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm usually at Knuckleheads at San Clemente on Wednesday nights at 8. I started doing Larry's Pizza on Tuesday night at 7. And every other Tuesday, O'Shea's down Laguna Niguel. O'Shea's Brewery.
Okay.
It's tough, man. Just trying to go and get them spots and put in the reps. That's it. That's all I can do at this time. Figure out what does and doesn't work, because I'm at the beginning of this whole thing. And, you know, once you get settled in and whatnot, then you come up with a set and routines and go-tos, and you don't really get the chance to experiment and try new stuff.
I could definitely understand that. I want to say thank you to our guest, CJ Moore. I also want to say thank you to all of our guests this past season. You will have made this season one of the best seasons of this show. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We made it to the end of the season. This is a 274th show. 7 seasons we've been doing this. It's been such a blessing, man. I want to say thank you to all the listeners. Thank you to the stations that carry us, the Block FM, Vibe Hits Radio, Spotify, and recently we reunited with Kill Radio. Thank you to them. And thank you for everyone. And this last thought for the week I'm going to do is keep going strong and never ever be discouraged. And the last song we're going to play is a gospel song, my song, J.O.Y. You have made this a hit. You guys have made this my latest 100,000 plus video on Spotify. Not Spotify, but YouTube. Thank you to everyone. And I want to say, we're signing off for the season. God bless. God keep you until we meet again in the fall. Peace. I got this kind of joy that makes me want to dance, y'all. Y'all ready? Yeah. Yeah. Come on, y'all. We gotta dance for God, y'all. It's alright, y'all. We got the J-O-Y, y'all. The J-O-Y, y'all. The joy, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this. I got the J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me dance and dance and dance and dance. I got the J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me dance. O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me dance and dance and dance and dance. Yo, I got this kind of joy that relieves all my sorrow. I ain't even gotta deal with no mess. All I gotta do is just go down on my knees and pray to God. And He relieves all my sorrow. Cause I got the J-O-Y, y'all. I got the J-O-Y. I got the J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me dance and dance and dance and dance. Y'all, even when things are not good, even when my pockets are low, all I gotta do is just keep smiling, keep the joy on my face. Cause I know God will work everything out, y'all. And He's on the throne, y'all. And He's on time, y'all. I got that joy, I got that J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me J-O-Y. Got this kind of joy that makes me J-O-Y. Got the kind of joy that makes me dance and dance and dance and dance. I got the J-O-Y. Got the kind of joy that makes me J-O-Y.
got the kind of joy that makes me dance. Oh, I got the kind of joy that makes me dance and dance and dance and dance. Come on, y'all, dance with me, y'all. You gotta dance for a minute. Get your groove on, y'all. Yeah, hey, 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 hey. Get your groove on. Get your groove on for God, y'all. Hey, I got the J-O-Y, got the kind of joy that makes me dance. Oh, I got the kind of joy that makes me dance. Oh, I got the kind of joy that makes me dance and dance and dance and dance. I got the J-O-Y, got the kind of joy that makes me dance. Oh, I got the kind of joy that makes me dance. Oh, I got the kind of joy that makes me dance and dance and dance and dance. Y'all, let's get a groove on, y'all. Dance with me, y'all. Yeah.
Don't be scared. It's alright.
Yeah. You got that joy? I got that joy. I'm saying it like this. Hey, 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 hey. I got the J-O-Y. Yeah, we did it, y'all.